this is like the most shocking thing that I think that's happened from the PGA side headed toward the LIV side besides the signings. Matt Fitzpatrick this week said, I don't think the world rankings are a true representation of the golf game at this minute. Xander Schauffele followed that up with the LIV Tour has players that are in the top 10 in the world, followed by Patrick Cantlay, who said, it's inevitable that things need to be updated or things need to be changed. And then specifically, John Rahm was asked about which players deserve these opportunities. He said Talor Gooch should be under consideration to get an invite into all these majors. Boy, was it a tough day to be a freaking PGA fan.
I think every day is a tough day to be a PGA fan.
Matthew Fitzpatrick, I think, is right. I mean, it's obvious, it's blatant. John Rahm has said it. I mean, how many people are going to say it before they act on the fact that it's not the ranking system that people believe it to be? There's John Rahm saying that Joaquin Niemann, if you don't physically see with your eyes as a golf fan, no matter what side you're on, that he's not one of the top 5 golfers in the world, you're out of your mind. You have to realize that the system is flawed for him to be the 100s, 200s, 300s, or whatever.
I think there's only 8. I think Arthur Blank told us there was only 8 LIV golfers in the top 100, which is crazy. I can think of 8 guys who should be in the top 5. This is the next phase in the PGA falling apart. The top American golfers, not named Scottie Scheffler, Xander Schauffele, and Patrick Cantlay, who are buddies, basically backing each other up by saying, hey, we know, we're good, but our rank would not be where it is if these LIV guys were getting a fair shake. I think that's very honorable, actually, of them, which is something that we haven't said too much about the PGA and the PGA Tour and their players so far throughout this golf war. Very honorable, for sure. And you're never going to hear Justin Thomas say this. You are never going to hear Jordan Spieth say this. You are never going to hear Tiger Woods say this. That boys club, Zach Johnson, those guys are never, ever going to get to the place where pretty much everyone else in the world is. They just announced today also the formation of the board for their new for-profit PGA Tour enterprises. And you would think, okay, we're going to put together a board. It's going to be somebody who has nothing to do with the failing PGA Tour. But it was the literal exact opposite. They named Jay Monahan chairman of the board, and they named Tiger Woods vice chairman of the board. I mean, literally the jokes write themselves.